miles.
Well, hello, YouTube family. This is Bruce coming at you. I don't know where this ride's going to take us because I'm leaving in the evening after work. I have to be careful because it's work rush hour traffic. I had a pretty rough day, so I just had to come and ride my bicycle.
650 feet turn right and continue on Elkins Street. Then in 1,200 feet turn left onto West Furnace Branch Road.
To decompress. No, this isn't the right way. Yeah, I just had to come to decompress.
In 350 feet at the intersection, turn right onto Elkins Street. In 250 feet, turn right onto Elkins Street. Then in 500 feet, turn left onto West Furnace Branch Road.
So this back tire is going over a bunch of debris. It's making loud popping sounds. And that scares me because whenever I went over those things that made that loud popping sound on my walkie, I would get a flat tire. And these tires feel kind of, I don't know what it is today, but these tires feel kind of squealy. It's starting to get cold, but I have my vest that I bought. My thermal vest, my heated vest. So it's not on now, but I'm going to stop and turn it on pretty soon. You know, living here in the Glen Burnie, Maryland area, there's a lot of bodies of water. So did you all hear that? That's a new horn that a new addition.
Right onto Crane Highway North, MD3 business.
Because the stock horn that came with the goat bite is extremely wimpy. Here, you can hear it.
150 feet, turn right onto Crane Highway North,
That's
MD3
like
business.
a big bodybuilder having a voice like this. And I think it's a real danger. I'm gonna let these cars go. Okay. I think it's a real danger when cars, you know, I doubt if cars would be able to hear that.
Follow this way for 1,200 feet.
Especially if they have the radio up loud. But they can definitely hear that. So, I believe that's a motorcycle horn. I wanted to put a car horn on this, But
In 350 feet, turn left onto Furnace Branch Road, MD 270.
that would have required me to do put all kind of special wiring that I'm not prepared to do
Follow this way for 0.91 miles.
because I don't have the know-how to do all that stuff. I'm going to a beach. I forgot the name of the beach. Pleasant Point Beach or Point Pleasant Beach. It's pretty cool. You can turn on regions to the west. Okay. A lot of cars out. I'll just let them go. Let them go. Whoops. Hi. I ordered a helmet. One of my subscribers said, "You're going 25 miles an hour without a full face helmet? Do you know what can happen to your skull at that speed?" And that's all I needed to hear. So I bought a helmet, full face helmet. My friend Forrest already bought a full face helmet, which is pretty nice. I'm going to be making a left up here on Point Pleasant Road. This is Hammerley Road.
In 1,000 feet, turn left onto Point Pleasant Road.
The next stoplight.
In 550 feet, turn left onto Point Pleasant Road.
This is me.
Now turn left onto Point Pleasant Road. mile.
All right. We're negotiating these roads here. There's a car behind me. Now there's a body of water just to my left on the other side of these trees. I believe that's where it comes up to. So here's Point Pleasant shoreland. I remember when I had my boat, there was a marina back here that I was considering to keep the boat at, but the marina had a number of break-ins. There's some areas of Glen Burnie that can be kind of rough, and
Take the next right, then turn left.
so I wasn't going to play around. This seems like a pretty decent area back here, though. Nice neighborhood, it seems.
Now turn right, then turn left. Now turn left onto Furnace Drive.
There's no cars on the road. And I always like that.
Follow this way for 0.34 miles.
Oh, there's the water. So these houses to my left are right on the water. Can't see it for the houses. How you doing? You know, a lot of these,
50 feet, turn right and continue on 2nd Street.
a
Then
lot
turn
of,
left.
a lot of these houses, or I guess properties, back 1 or 2 generations ago, people weren't really trying
Take the next right.
to live on these properties, particularly in this area. So you had like low-cost housing around here, and it was an economically depressed area. I don't know what creek that is. It was an economically depressed area. And then within the past 25 or 30 years, the properties that were like 40 and $50,000 are now worth $1 million, literally. And you had all of these people. Now this is what I was surprised. It was back here, Ram's Head. It doesn't look as big as it does, and the Ram's Head has a whole series of restaurants in the Baltimore area, even on the Eastern Shore. So let's see. Tuesdays, select 2 items. If I didn't have my car, I would go. I mean, if I would have my car, I would go order something. But so yeah, they have a whole series of Ram's Head restaurants and entertainment facilities.
You left the tour. Automatic replanning is turned off. Take a look at the map. The tour is 300 feet behind you.
They have a Ram's Head in New Jersey, not New Jersey, in Annapolis. That's pretty well noted. I mean, you have a lot of the jazz greats that performed there, like Joe Sample and Al Jarreau. I've gone there a number of times to see shows, and they still perform there. And that's all part of that Ram's Head. I think it's a family that owns those restaurants.
The tour is now ahead of you. Prepare to turn left.
So you don't really get to see any of
You are
the
back
water.
on the tour. Navigation will now continue.
Because
In 250 feet, make a U-turn and continue on Marley Avenue.
let's see where this road takes us. It says Point Pleasant Beach. So maybe this...
Follow this way for 800 feet. Now make a U-turn.
see how close we can get to the water here.
You're traveling in the wrong direction. Take a look at the map.
So it's very cool to live this close to water. And that's why I got a boat before, because what good is it to live this close to water and not have a boat and enjoy the water? I believe I came on this creek one time, and I just anchored out. I had it was very nice.
You left the tour. Automatic replanning is turned off. Take a look at the map.
Oh, they
The
have
tour
palm
is
trees.
250 feet behind you.
That's really nice. No trespassing, so I guess I better turn around. Very nice. Wow. You know, it's so nice to live on places here by the water. until there's hurricanes. And then these people catch it. You can see how close the water's coming up to that building there. Just imagine when there's hurricanes, it probably overtakes it, floods it.
The tour is now ahead of you. Prepare to go straight.
Well, I've never been back to this area. There was another area that I went to.
You are back on the tour. Now make a U-turn.
Maybe when it gets warm,
Follow this way for 850 feet. Follow this way for 850 feet.
That's
Follow
where the
this way
marina
for
is.
800 feet.
Maybe when it gets warmer, next spring, I'll come back here to go to that marina that I was talking about, because that's an area where you can get
Take the next right.
close to the water. This isn't bad though. Looks like almost looks like a
Now
nice
turn right, then
beach
turn left.
community.
Take the next left.
Getting an Era 30.
Now turn left onto Furnace Drive.
I looked it up and said that has something to do with the connections with the controller. How you doing? Well, there's all kind of
Follow this way for 0.34 miles.
little taverns here. Some of them, instead of calling them Greasy Spoons taverns, I call them redneck taverns.
In 750 feet, turn right and continue on 7th Street.
And then sometimes I'm wrong.
Left onto Point Pleasant Road.
And there's all kind of clientele in there, but sometimes I'm right.
Take the next right.
And when
Then
you go in, you get
550
funny
feet, turn
looks.
left onto Point Pleasant Road. Now turn right. Then in 250 feet, turn left onto Point Pleasant Road. Now turn left onto Point Pleasant Road.
Okay, I'm just gonna go exploring. I see an arrow there ahead of me, so I'm gonna see where that arrow is pointing to.
You left the tour. Automatic replanning is turned off. Take a look at the map. The tour is 300 feet behind you.
It's pointing from where I just came from. Almost. Well, Thanksgiving is the day after tomorrow, so I'm going to be
The tour is now ahead of you. Prepare to
spending
go
it with
straight.
my darling Lori, and hopefully we'll get out to go on some rides.
You are back on the tour. Navigation will now continue.
I believe that donuts with Santo. I thought that was a, what's that? I thought it was a firehouse. Yeah, fire company. But it looks like they have a number of events there. Now the sun's going down and it's starting to get a little more chilly, so I'm gonna turn up the amperage on this vest here because my arms are getting cold, and I think wearing my heated gloves would be overkill, and that's exactly what I need right now because it's getting pretty cold. I got up to 62 degrees in this area today. No, a 64, which is pretty unseasonal for this. How you doing? Pretty unseasonal for this time of year. And Thanksgiving just being 2 days away, and we're in the 60s. So I hope that continues on. I hope it stays 60 through all the winter. I'm going to cut through this.
In 250 feet, turn right onto Furnace Branch Road, MD 270. Now turn right onto Furnace Branch Road, MD 270. Follow this way for 0.49 miles.
Cars doing what I'm doing, but it's illegal for cars to do that. That's a $75 ticket to cut through lots. It used to be $75. It's probably more than that now. That's so weird. I went on an entire tour last week, and not once did that 30 error come up. But now I came up so quickly.
Follow this way for 0.38 miles.
That wind is really starting to whip. So I don't know if you will be able to hear me. Although my fuzz balls have been cutting down the wind noise on the camera. So I'll see how well they work.
1,100 feet, turn right onto Green
because the wind's whipping so fast past my ears, I can hardly hear myself speak. Just hit that camera again, but I think it's okay. It's up to the sky. This is called Governor's Ritchie Highway in Glen Burnie.
In 200 feet, turn right onto Crane Highway North business.
So I take this back street to try to stay off. Well,
In 800 feet, turn left onto West Furnace Branch Road. In 300 feet, turn left onto West Furnace Branch Road. In 190 feet, turn left onto West Furnace Branch Road. Follow this way for 1 mile.
I really like this seat cover that I put together. I bought a seat cover that was made to put on top, but I bought some of this stuff called liquid gel. It's and it's really you can cut it, but it's very liquidy and mushy, and it makes a big difference. I didn't press the horn I wanted to press. I pressed that wimp horn. Okay, well, this was a nice ride. I was going to do it this morning, but it was too close to my show. Well, what I thought was my show. I wish I would have visited. It reminds me of how bummed out I felt. One of the reasons I'm taking this ride anyway. So I'm just going to let that go and appreciate being able to go out here on the road.
900 feet, turn left and continue on West Furnace Branch Road.
I actually thought this vest was going to be
Now turn left.
be warmer than what I'm feeling. Because if there's warmth, I'm not feeling it.
Follow this way for 0.62 miles.
I'll go down that road the next time. Was along here where these tires started feeling kind of squirrely. See, there's a lot of debris on the side here.
In 800 feet, turn right and continue on Elgin Street. Then turn left.
Yeah, that's the horn that they can hear. I'm going to be taking one of these streets to bypass this traffic here.
Next right. Then turn
Next
left.
right.
Now turn right. Then turn left.
This traffic can get pretty busy up ahead. So I'm glad I can take these, cut through this neighborhood.
At this intersection, turn left onto Armistead Street. Follow this way for 0.34 miles.
So the next time I go out, I'll show you guys the horn that I have. It's pretty cool. Sounds, I've never heard a motorcycle horn, but all of the people that have it says that it sounds that it's loud like a motorcycle horn. Thanks.
In 700 feet, take a slight left and continue on Armistead Street. Then in 900 feet, turn right onto Baltimore Annapolis Boulevard, MD 648.
So barring that the camera has not acted up, I won't know until I see the playback. I think this was a pretty good ride. So thanks for taking it with me. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm up to 140 subscribers now. Let's go to 200. So please subscribe. I go on a lot of interesting trips. Sometimes the tours that I have is packed with history. Other times I'm with my darling Lori. But it's all about getting out and having fun.
Now keep right.
So with that, YouTube family, I say so long. Happy Thanksgiving. God bless all of you. Enjoy your time with your families and be thankful that you can spend time with them and that we're alive. And I'll see you on the next ride. Take it easy. Bye.